It gives me great pleasure to introduce the first speaker to you, Anna Franca, who is Subscriptions and Access Manager from King's College in London. He'll be talking to us about implementing e-resource access for alumni.
Okay. As Anne said, my name is Anna Franca, and I'm the Subscriptions and Access Manager in Library Services at King's College London. This afternoon, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the work that we've been doing at King's to implement e-resource access for our alumni and some of the challenges and obstacles we've faced in doing that. So, just to give you a bit of background, King's College is a large multidisciplinary research-led university based in central London, and we were established in 1829. So thousands of students graduate from King's every year, and we have a really long history of producing notable and prominent alumni from around the world. Our alumni are incredibly important to us at King's. They can act as ambassadors for the college, and they also play an important role in enhancing the reputation of King's as a world-class institution. So in order to encourage our alumni to stay connected, we offer them a wide range of benefits and services. One aspect of those services is continued access to a library service after graduation. So our alumni are eligible to apply for library membership, and that gives them access to the 6 library sites that make up King's College, and that also gives them access to limited borrowing rights for an annual charge as well. Our alumni are also entitled to use our walk-in PCs that we have set up at our libraries, so that enables them to access a small number of electronic resources when they're visiting the library. However, King's has a really large number of international students, and many of our alumni aren't based in the UK. So that traditional library service, which has a focus on walk-in access and printed material, isn't really useful in a digital environment. And even for our alumni that are based in the UK, it really has limited value, as it's not always convenient and easy to come and visit the library. In addition, over the last few years, we've really started to see increasing demand from particular schools within King's for access to electronic resources for alumni. So back in 2012, we started to explore what options might be available to extend access to e-resources for alumni. We held several meetings with our colleagues in the alumni relations team to discuss options and learn what their needs were. In 2012, we became aware of the JSTOR alumni access pilot project that was operating. And as this was already a well-established and well-respected resource at King's, we thought this presented a really good opportunity to open up access to a resource that we could fairly confidently predict would be well-received by our alumni community. So in June 2012, we made the decision to participate. JSTOR provided us with a number of different authentication methods, which made setting up the access really straightforward and easy, and we didn't have to depend on our existing authentication systems, which at King's are Easy Proxy and Shibboleth. So once we'd established the access, we set about promoting and marketing it to our alumni. The JSTOR access featured as a story on the main college web pages, and we also disseminated news of it in the quarterly alumni e-newsletter that goes out to our alumni and also by email. The result of that was that we saw unprecedented numbers of new requests for alumni online membership, so that our alumni could then register for the JSTOR access. And our alumni team reported receiving over 700 requests within the first day of the JSTOR access going live. The JSTOR access continues to feature as a key benefit on our alumni web pages, and we've seen the usage continue to rise, proving how popular it's been with our alumni community. In the first year alone, our alumni accessed JSTOR over 14,000 times. JSTOR has also been able to provide us with a really useful breakdown of usage. So this slide shows the 2013 usage by collection. So we can see which archive collections have got the most usage. The next slide shows the 2013 usage by title. So we're able to see which titles were most popular amongst our alumni community. So having this breakdown of usage has been really useful because it's helped us identify specific subject areas in which we might want to further develop alumni access. So we've been really keen to build on the work that we've done with JSTOR. However, we have come across a number of challenges. We've carried out investigative work to identify which publishers and suppliers offer alumni access. And we've been really pleased to see that actually there are a lot of suppliers out there that are including alumni access. Sometimes that's part of the standard license. Sometimes it's available on additional charge. However, when it comes to the question of authentication, that's more problematic. And publishers normally stipulate that we have to authenticate our alumni within our existing authentication systems, which for us at King's means using either Easy Proxy or Shibboleth. At King's, we only have Shibboleth set up to authenticate King's current staff and students. And in order to use those systems to authenticate alumni, we'd be required to add alumni data to the Active Directory where user information is stored. That would be a massive undertaking for our IT department, and it would also raise questions around how we manage and store data. And at the moment, this just isn't a project that we're able to initiate. So we are reliant on publishers and suppliers providing alternative authentication methods that can enable us to authenticate our alumni. There's also the question of funding as well. The JSTOR access was funded by Library Services, but if we want to open up additional resources to our alumni, then we have to think about where the money is going to come for that long term. So what have we learned from our experience? Well, we've learned how important it is to have a good relationship with the alumni relations team, to meet with them regularly and to understand what their needs are. It's also important to have an open dialogue with publishers and suppliers so that they can understand our authentication needs and to look at ways that we can work together to overcome some of the authentication challenges. There are a number of different stakeholders involved, alumni relations, IT, other colleagues in library services and publishers. We all have to work together to make alumni access work. However, despite all the challenges, JSTOR has served as a test case of how e-resource access for alumni can work, and at King's this is something we're really keen to build on and develop further. Thank you.